Welcome to Lepharo, the SEDA Ekurhuleni Base Metals Incubation Program. Established in 2007, Lepharo launched its Technology Business Center in February 2011 in Springs, Ekurhuleni, in the Gauteng province of South Africa. It offers a combination of business, technical training, and mentoring for budding entrepreneurs, as well as incubation space. Formally registered as a not-for-profit company and governed by a detailed memorandum of agreement signed by all the stakeholders. Lepharo is the fruit of the culmination of 5 years of careful planning and consultation between major industry players spanning the private and public sector, industry associations, and tertiary institutions. It is also constituted of a pool of stakeholders: City of Ekurhuleni, Exaro, Izasa, Impala Platinum, Lonmin, Max Steel, PG Group, SEDA. Gold One, Ekurhuleni Base Metals, ensuring participation from both the private and public sector responsible for economic development. The principal mission is to provide support through skills development, value creation, and entrepreneurial mentorship. This leads us to the introduction of Lepharo's incubation model, with its first phase being the adequate selection of candidates.
Lepharo is one of the few incubation centers in the country that is focusing on base metal development of entrepreneurs, and the program is going quite well.
I'm probably in a very fortunate position in that I've been involved with the Lepharo initiative since the very early stages. What is particularly interesting and encouraging is the fact that we've managed now to identify a number of businesses which serve the membership and the community at large. And these are people not just from the previously disadvantaged community, but also people who genuinely want to contribute to the local community and to Ekurhuleni as a whole.
At Lepharo, our focus is to identify potential manufacturers and service providers in the engineering and manufacturing space. So we're looking for the artisan, the laborer, and the engineer who has actually decided to start their own business. And obviously our role is to then capacitate them with various interventions ranging from equipment to space to work from, and then compliance issues ranging from SARS compliance to the Department of Labor compliance to ISO and standards compliance.
At this stage of the thorough selection, the candidates are then assisted to have some basic business compliance in order for them to embark on the incubation program. Lepharo is trying to convert potential SMMEs into becoming mainstream businesses in the engineering and manufacturing sector that will eventually become tomorrow's organically grown industrialists. The incubation starts with a probation period ranging from 1 to 3 months that ensures both parties meet the requirements for a mutually beneficial relationship. Pre-incubation is the trial period where SMMEs test the requirements of the program and their ability to participate before committing to the program. During this phase of the incubation model, all incubatees have access to necessary interventions to ensure that the basic industry compliances are met: financial compliance, labor compliance, quality compliance and standard, legal advisory, and access to basic machinery to ensure production.
Lepharo would help us in the long run because of all the enterprise development they're doing and the companies that they're helping people get involved with. And it will also help us support the local community with people being taught in their specific field of expertise and the talents they'll possess after they're finished.
Currently we've done several projects, and we've, through those projects, created not only employment was created, but transfer of skills and knowledge, as well as revenue through the programs that we've done.
Effective incubation takes place when the stakeholders are actively involved in the program. At Lepharo, the stakeholders get an opportunity to mentor and advise SMMEs during the course of the program.
We'll assist them with financial management, how they need to run the company, cash flow. What we've realized is that one of the big challenges with small enterprises is marketing. So Being in an incubator, one of the roles would be to assist the companies with marketing. The purpose for being involved with Lepharo for loanmen is because we share a common belief that enterprise development is key for the economic transformation of our country.
We've been struggling in the past to find projects or little developments, and we came across Lepharo, and it was a very exciting setup, and it was so great to see people that are passionate about the whole drive with BEE. Our involvement in this is obviously seeing that we do government tenders. Lepharo has assisted us massively in this whole BEE drive with regards to getting the points on enterprise and supply development.
The relationship between stakeholders and SMMEs is mutually beneficial in that the stakeholders get to meet their supply chain and enterprise objectives, while the SMME gets access to sustainable markets.
In conjunction with this particular program is Maxsteel has also started their own funding for the EMEs and the QSEs, where they also can grow from strength to strength. What that means is the small companies never have trade history. So Maxsteel has come up with a program that actually incubates these kind of companies and grows them into mainstream credit industry, where they can use Maxsteel as a reference.
At Lepharo, the incubatees are developed and supported until they are economically sustainable. Lepharo is supporting SMMEs who create employment and widen the tax-based contributors in South Africa.
We strive to ensure that they actually receive retainer contracts. So when you're coming out of the program, we try and main that you get a minimum 12-month project or 12-month retainer contract to ensure that you get to employ people.
These goals may be further divided through the statement that Lepharo aims to ultimately create future industrial giants that can be candidates for programs such as the Black Industrialization Program, develop the skills enhancement of SMMEs, and to ensure that the larger businesses have a retained pool of developing skills that may be of benefit in the future. Create value to the consortium members and sponsors. Enhance quality job creation through SMME development and support. Introduce new technologies and markets to potential entrepreneurs to ensure sustainability of the SMMEs. It is in that regard that we have our stakeholders embarking as board members and also being involved in creating procurement opportunities for our SMMEs. This is a good example of effective interaction between the local business community, private and public sectors, and industry associations for impact in the field of enterprise development. One of the key partners of Lepharo is the Small Enterprise Development Agency, SEDA.
I think what also is really for us important is to see that they don't only develop as an organization, but they also develop the people that work for the organization. And we've seen how people come into the system and how they get developed. I think also in terms of the incubatees that come into the system, some of them have graduated from the system, so that is very important for us. And therefore I would say there's definitely progress from a SEDA perspective. I also think that incubation for us, when you look at the program in itself for SEDA, it is really a vehicle that takes entrepreneurship for us to a different level, and that's why we would like to see that incubators such as Lepharo contribute more towards taking entrepreneurship forward.
One of the stakeholders of Lepharo in the mining industry is the South African-based Diversified Resources Group, Exaro.
The graduates from this program play a pivotal role in the economic development of the country.
In the platinum mining industry, one of the key stakeholders of Lepharo is the Impala Platinum Group.
I'm very happy with the Lepharo program and the way it's going forward. I believe there's much potential, and I'm seeing this program having a huge impact in the economy of South Africa going forward, as the plans is that from this center they would like to expand it to a very wider market in South Africa.
Ekurhuleni is the largest industrial municipality in southern Africa, within which Lepharo is situated.
Ekurhuleni is a manufacturing hub, and we want to assist small businesses to grow. Lepharo Incubation has assisted us a great deal We've got about 105 small businesses being incubated and being trained and being helped with the compliance issues. So we are quite excited as the Ekurhuleni Metro, and we are seeing the deliverables. We see us partnering further with them to expand the program and the incubation at the facility. The idea is to expand this program to include other things that can assist small businesses. We are looking at involving Lepharo to assist small businesses in our program called the Industrial Hives. We have targeted 7 industrial hives. We've got about 60 SMMEs that are actually doing business at these industrial hives.
Enterprise development and supply chain has a pivotal role to play in bringing about meaningful transformation to the benefit of all. We have 4 different funding options for small, medium, and large-sized potential corporate partners who wish to help with sustainable development and also see a measurable supply chain and enterprise development returns. Funding for training through the in-house training academy. Supply of procurement opportunities for SMMEs. Funding of the center's administration activities, and funding of the center's capital expansion. It is vital for an incubation program to have an association with institutions and professionals of higher education.
As an educator, I can see the value of having people being developed. Being out there in the wilderness without all the necessary skills and all the necessary equipment might be something terrible.
The importance of a training academy is also to ensure that there is a mutually beneficial link between the training industry and the supply chain development, resulting in an SMME with an educated and certified workforce.
Lepharo Training Academy, it is an accredited facility with SEDA, Health with SEDA, and Department of Labor. And the purpose of the academy is to ensure that the entrepreneurial training and certification is given to the SMMEs business owners, SMMEs employees, Lepharo staff, and also the youth around the area.
Sponsor grants are used largely in the delivery of programs for the benefit of the SMME. It is our objective to become a self-sustainable center. It is vital to ensure that the created SMME becomes sustainable, thereby enabling them to give back towards the program through facilitated procurement opportunities. In summary, the program offers the following: technical skills training, business skills training, workshop provision and compliance, financial management compliance.
We are in charge of financial management of our clients here at Lepharo. What we actually do is we mentor the directors in financial management. We teach them the basic principles of tax. We also teach them how to run the cash flow of their business, how the payroll works, and their responsibility towards their employees. The main process that we have is we take you on as a client, and then what we do is we monitor you on a month-to-month basis. We gather information on behalf of our stakeholders, which is Lepharo and the board of directors. We gather turnover information, we compile management accounts monthly. We also compile annual financial statements in order to assist with budgets and financial projections. We also assist with business plans as well.
Health, safety, environment, and labor compliance.
Our purpose is to make sure that all the SMMEs are compliant to the requirements of Occupational Health and Safety Act, Labor Relations Act, and COI Act. We do this process through a detailed audit process when an SMME joins the center. After determining all the gaps, we put a detailed corrective actions to mitigate and close all the gaps. Our main goal and our belief is to make sure that all our SMMEs run businesses that are compliant to the legal requirements.
Quality standards compliance, manufacturing capacitation, marketing material assistance, production assistance, Business development support.
Our main objective is to assist the state-owned entities and the government agencies to meet their enterprise development program targets as well as their enterprise development scorecards. We tap into the enterprise development programs as well as enterprise development scorecards to ensure that our SMMEs have retainer contracts to make sure that they stay in the markets. We also have relationships with these entities wherein they bring all the SMMEs who do not meet their compliance requirements into our incubator. We incubate them, and then at the same time, we give them procurement opportunities through these entities.
Legal advisory services.
We provide legal consulting and advisory services to Lepharo and its incubatees. Our main focus being making sure that the incubatees have got enough and sound legal services. Our main area of focus is corporate and commercial law, industrial relations, fiduciary duties. Our involvement is on monthly meetings during which we then determine as to what are the legal needs for the incubatees. After that, we then provide the tailor-made solutions to ensure that their challenges legally are addressed accordingly.
Monitoring and evaluation.
Management is responsible for mentoring and evaluation processes for the center. What we do, we want to make sure that we do things right and we do them in the right way. What basically we're doing, we collect the information on the specific performance indicators to give information to the management as well as the stakeholders on the ongoing intervention.
Since its humble beginnings as a construction site, the Lepharo facility has now developed into a fully operational entity. The facility now occupies an approximate 1,550 square meters area in Phase 1, and Phase 2 is set to begin soon, with an envisaged area covering 39,155 square meters. The facility workshop contains metal casting, sheet metal bending machine, angle cutter, guillotine, the welding machine, gutter making machine, and a punching machine. Our incubation program develops and supports entrepreneurs for a period expected to take no more than 3 years. And the mentoring focuses on preparing the candidate for the market and creates sustainable earning opportunities for their business. The mentoring focuses on 2 aspects: face-to-face business and strategy mentoring done by business and professionals or strategists, and technical and on-the-job mentoring done by engineers and artisans. To graduate from the program, the SMME must have achieved all the compliance and interventions that have been set out for them, but mainly financial compliance, labor compliance, quality and standards compliance, with retainer contract or projected secured income for 12 months or more, and access to basic machinery to produce their products or services. The program continues to facilitate the necessary procurement support and funding opportunities where possible. The SMME will continue to report to the center quarterly for a period of 2 years after graduation. The program offers workshops to SMMEs for a period up to 12 months. Thereafter, SMMEs are encouraged to be on their own premises, where they are paying market-related rates. Lepharo has more than 100 SMMEs in the database, and here are some of them currently in the program. Lepharo's premises allows the center to showcase the required standard of health and safety to be emulated by the SMME on their own workshop environment.
Everywhere you look, you'll find our stickers for the safety. That's the most important thing in the workshop.
We never had an injury or anything on the premise or anything like that.
Safety becomes a very important thing because we've created a family background.
Our customers is exploration drilling, Diabo and so wide.
We service Accelerometer, Eskom, Transnet, Impala Platinum, Anglo Platinum, Glencore Extractor. We do government departments. They've added a lot of value to our systems and our practices. We'd like to really give them a big thank you for assisting us this far.
I think they've played a big role. Once again, my hat's off to Lepharo.
Our model would not be effective without our strategic partners and alliances through signed MOUs. The program values and congratulates the SMMEs that have embarked on the incubation program and have stayed committed. It is through them that the economy will develop with the wider tax base that they create. If your organization would like to participate in the program, you are welcome to contact us. This is your SEDA Ekurhuleni Base Metals Incubation Program. This is Lepharo, the foundation stone of knowledge. We thank you for supporting our initiative.